So I would say that working at Blue Ridge School offers a teacher the chance at maximal professional and personal fulfillment.
What I like the most about working with the students at Blue Ridge is just that not one student is the same. So I'm able to work with students on a variety of different paths and who are headed in different directions. While their underlying goals are usually the same, sort of their pathways to get there can vary drastically.
One thing I love about working at Blue Ridge School is you interact with the boys in a lot of different ways. It's a good place to be a generalist. I like the fact that I get to teach the boys in class. I get to coach them, I get to cheer for them at their games, work with them in the dorms, in advising. So you get a lot of different ways of interacting with our students, and I think that is a holistic model of education that's a lot of fun.
So one of the most amazing things about Blue Ridge is that it is an empowering place for students with a variety of different learning styles. And each student is able to sort of see themselves as successful because they are coached and mentored along the way by people who care about them.
I received my master's in educational leadership from Vanderbilt University this past summer. Blue Ridge helped me tremendously through that. They paid for 50% of my tuition. So that was a huge financial help because otherwise I wouldn't have been able to afford it without their support.
So I think what has helped me remain interested in teaching at Blue Ridge is that there is an expectation, a correct expectation, that we stretch ourselves and that we don't just rely on traditional methods of teaching. I've been in the education business for 40 years, and there's no way I can teach now the way I taught 35, 40 years ago. And so I have to stretch myself. There's that expectation, and so I take those leaps. Sometimes I've fallen on my face, but other times I've been very successful in getting to know the technologies and the strategies and the specific ways of helping boys learn.
I use project-based learning as an instructional strategy in my class, which I think is a great way of getting the students to learn in different ways and collaborate and create some interesting products, whether that be a script writing and film project in my senior English class where they bring an idea to life in a short film, or that be a album project for a book in our junior class where they find songs and create an artistic album cover that captures their interpretation of a book. Anything that really allows the students to be creative and show their understanding of the material besides just a test or a quiz.
Teaching our student body in particular, the diversity of the kids that we get here is awesome, because we get kids from all different walks of life, all different places from around the country and around the world, and putting that together in small little environments, and watching them kind of bounce off of one another and seeing all those different ideas mix and get exchanged within our environment is really pretty amazing. It gives for great diversity of ideas and expressions and forms of art that they're coming from all these different backgrounds.
So last year, I was a senior in college in South Carolina, and I was looking for different teaching jobs, and I stumbled across Blue Ridge. And I initially was not going to come work at Blue Ridge. I was just going to practice interviewing because I did not want to move all the way to Virginia. But in the interview, I learned more and more about the school and about what the teaching and classroom styles are like there, and I just really, really liked it. It sounded like a great school, and that's how I ended up here.
So I think that education occurs about half in the classroom and half out of the classroom here. I think it's we're really trying to teach character in a variety of ways. We're trying to take boys, help them reach their potential, help them become good men, send them out in the world to do good things. And we do that in a lot of ways. There's all sorts of ways that athletics and the arts draws out the best in people. I think we've got a great outdoor program that pulls guys out of their comfort zone and lets them do new things. One thing that I love is our ropes program in the spring, our character education trips, where each class goes off somewhere, does a variety of wilderness, service, team building things that draw the class together. So I think we try to hit that in a lot of different ways, and that's a lot of fun.
I mean, you know that you're successful when at the end of the sort of time that you've worked with them, they have a very tangible plan in place for life after Blue Ridge. So that they're going to a 4-year school, they feel confident in where they're going, they feel confident in the decision that they've made, and they just feel like they are going to be in a place that supports and nurtures them, kind of like we did here at Blue Ridge.
I love that we're our own little community here, kind of in this together, working towards a mission. I love that we get to work with high school guys and helping them to achieve their goals. I love the community of educators we work with. We have a lot of fun together, and I just kind of enjoy coming to work.
So another one of the reasons why I love working here is because it affords my wife, Dr. Hermanson, who is an English teacher here, my 2 kids, the opportunity to really partake in everything that I enjoy as working here. They get to enjoy these things as just a member of a larger community. And that sense of community really is sort of what drew me back here. As an alum, I remembered that and knew, man, this is just one of those wonderful places to raise a family with, 180 some, big brothers for my little kids.
As a first-year teacher, I was a little bit nervous coming to work at Blue Ridge, but what I found is that it's a fantastic place to work. There's so much support, and there are so many people who will surround you and help you and encourage you, and I feel like I've grown so much as a teacher already.
Blue Ridge School is about 20 to 25 minutes away from Charlottesville, which is a great town. It has shopping, breweries, wineries, restaurants, great food, concerts, community events. It's an awesome place to be kind of close to.
Yeah, so Blue Ridge is located on the foothills of the Blue Ridge Mountains. You can be in Shenandoah National Park in about 15 minutes. And the campus is about 800 acres. We have a variety of outdoor activities and resources that are almost like living on a state park. We have 15 miles of hiking and biking trails, a climbing tower, a bouldering room inside the weight room. So there's a variety. If you like the outdoors, this is the place to be.